Picture this, a tiny motorcycle rolling into the spotlight, and instead of people laughing at its size, every head turns, phones come out, and suddenly everyone wants to know one thing. How did something so small become this cool? That's exactly the vibe of the 2026 Honda Monkey 125cc, a bike that doesn't try to be the biggest, the fastest, or the loudest, yet somehow steals more attention than machines twice its size. From the very first glance, it feels like Honda didn't just design a motorcycle, they designed a personality. The round LED headlamp looks like it's smiling at you, the chunky tires give it that playful but confident stance, and the compact proportions make it feel like a bike that's ready for fun the moment you twist the throttle. This is not a motorcycle built for ego, this is a motorcycle built for joy, and that's exactly why people are obsessed with it. The 2026 model takes everything riders loved about the Monkey and sharpens it into something even more irresistible. The paint finishes feel richer, the chrome pops harder under the light, the details feel premium in a way you normally expect from bikes in a much higher price category. Honda has clearly understood that Monkey buyers don't want just transportation, they want emotion, character, and uniqueness, and they've doubled down on that idea. You sit on it and instantly feel like a kid again, but at the same time, the quality reminds you that this is a serious machine built by one of the most respected manufacturers in the world. The seat is thick and comfortable, the riding position is upright and relaxed, and everything from the handlebar to the switchgear feels thoughtfully placed. Twist the key and the 125cc engine comes alive with a smooth, friendly note, not aggressive, not intimidating, just inviting. It feels like the bike is saying, "Let's go explore." In city traffic, the Monkey becomes a cheat code. It slips through gaps, turns on a dime, and makes every commute feel less like a chore and more like a mini adventure. You're not fighting the bike, you're dancing with it. The lightweight chassis makes it incredibly easy to control, even for beginners, yet experienced riders find themselves smiling because of how responsive and playful it feels. That's the magic of good engineering. Simple on the surface, brilliant underneath. Honda has equipped the 2026 Monkey with modern features that quietly elevate the experience without ruining the classic charm. Full LED lighting means better visibility and a more premium look. The digital display gives you the information you need in a clean, modern way. Fuel injection ensures smooth throttle response and reliable performance in all conditions. And the build quality, as always with Honda, feels like it could survive years of use without losing its charm. But beyond the specs, beyond the features, beyond the numbers, what really makes the Monkey special is the way it makes people feel. You park it somewhere and strangers come up to you. "What bike is that? That looks amazing. Is it fun to ride?" And the answer is always yes, because it's impossible not to have fun on this machine. It doesn't matter if you're riding to work, heading to a cafe, or just cruising around your neighborhood with no destination in mind. The Monkey turns ordinary moments into something memorable. The 2026 version feels like Honda has refined the formula without losing the soul. The proportions are still compact and charming, but everything feels more polished. The finishes look more premium. The stance looks more confident. The bike still carries that retro DNA, but now it's blended perfectly with modern technology. It feels nostalgic and futuristic at the same time, which is a very difficult balance to achieve, yet Honda pulls it off effortlessly. And let's talk about customization, because the Monkey is a canvas. Different color schemes, different accessories, different styles. Every owner ends up with a bike that reflects their personality. Some go for a clean, classy look, some build it into a mini scrambler, some turn it into a show bike. The Monkey doesn't force you into a box, it invites you to be creative. That's why it's built such a strong community around the world. Riders share photos, stories, modifications, and experiences, all connected by this little bike that somehow feels bigger than life. Performance-wise, no one is claiming this is a super bike, and that's not the point. The 125cc engine delivers just the right amount of power to keep things exciting without ever feeling overwhelming. It's quick enough to be fun, efficient enough to be practical, and reliable enough to trust every single day. You're not constantly worrying about maintenance, breakdowns, or complicated issues. You just ride. And in a world where so many bikes try too hard to impress with extreme numbers, the Monkey impresses by doing the opposite. It focuses on balance, simplicity, and enjoyment.
The 2026 Honda Monkey 125cc is proof that you don't need huge horsepower figures to create a legendary riding experience. What you need is character, design, quality, and soul, and this bike has all of it in abundance. It's the kind of motorcycle that makes you take the longer route home on purpose, the kind that makes you look back at it after parking, the kind that makes riding feel special again, even if you've been riding for years. And that's why this bike matters, not because it's trying to dominate the market, but because it's redefining what people expect from a small motorcycle. It's not just transportation, it's not just a machine, it's a mood, a statement, and an experience wrapped into a compact, beautifully crafted package. The 2026 Honda Monkey 125cc doesn't try to change everything loudly, it changes everything quietly, by reminding riders why they fell in love with motorcycles in the first place.